All right, guys, we're back live for just a few minutes. I want to go over what's going on with um, Bitcoin here. Since I did the charting here, just a few, we're back down to we're $59,942. All right, hold on 1 second here. Okay, so let's take a look here, guys. You see here where the coin. Let me pull it up so you can see it. Okay. There we go. All right, now take a look at here. What's going on here? Let me move this over to the big side so you can see. And this is really cool what's happening. This is why we draw these lanes, and you can see all the way back from 2017 how it traveled into this lane for this period of time. Then it went down into this lane, and it traveled in here quite a bit, probably the most. Okay. I would say as it's making itself up into the all-time high. This seems to be the most comfortable lane for the buyers and the sellers to be in. This one right here is when it's really what you call this is the more risky risk takers, the most volatile. Volatile is the word I was looking for. But it's really cool to watch because this is where the all-time highs go, even though the all-time high came in this lane right here. Okay. Now, even though this looks like it's a bigger, higher volume, the all-time high was made in this lane right here at $773,000 plus dollars. Now, this is a new lane that started in June of 22, right here. But once again, if we was to take this, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this. But if you take this where we started having some high, the very first time it bumped to 19,000, where we hit that all-time high of 19, 20,000. See here? Look at that. There you go. And then here's where, you see this totally really cool lane. Now, I don't think we're ever going to see these again. This is where it hit the 4,000, but we may. We may. And I've been saying for a long time that I believe that Bitcoin is going to retreat and we're going to see $3,000, maybe even into the less than $1,000 range. I think it could happen. So, and then there would be a total reset on its way up to all-time highs. Okay, hold on 1 second for me. And so here, now you see here, it started to come into this lane, and this is a really, really, really awesome lane. This is probably the most moderate scale here. But if it gets down in here and it starts traveling in here, we're going to be looking at we're going to be looking here until June or July of 2028 before we hit 100 grand, possibly. Possibly. I've got my dogs here. I love you. Yes, I love you. Mm-hmm. I love you so. Yes, I love you. You tell them you love them, and then they just go crazy on you, trying to lick you and stuff like that. Okay, so I clicked something on. I'll see if this takes us actually live here in just a second. Anyway, so now let's take a further view out. But this, once again, this right here, I've been showing you this, is all the way back to 2017. Okay, and then Matt hasn't charted further back than that because this is where it really started taking off from around the $600 range back in the day to when it went up all the way to 4,000, and then after that we haven't looked back since. Even though it did come back down under 4,000 there for a bit. This is pretty exciting stuff. I don't think we hit under that, did we? Right at $3,300. But this is one, two. This is the third lane that we're traveling in, and I have a feeling that we're going to see a fourth and a fifth. The reason I say that is because as Bitcoin starts to shift, now we may not, because Bitcoin's up in the $60,000 range. So what we may see is it come down into here. Okay, now it went back to maybe. I'm not really sure. Don't want to touch this stuff down there. Okay. Well, you know, this is what happens when you're working on. I'm trying to get this program to work and let me go live on television. We'll let the engineers do this. But once again, I think we're going to see maybe another lane come in here. And I don't know. This is going to be pretty exciting to watch what happens over the period of the next month or two, going into October, September, October, November, December. October next month is going to be a crazy month. Okay, so we'll see. The reason I put this here is so you could see the difference between the dollar value between that, which is 88,000, and that, which is 78,000. That's a $10,000 lane that we're traveling. See that? 82,000 and then 60, 80, 80, 82. If we was to take this and go across it, take this down. See, 8, that's 70. 79,068. So that's about a $10,000, $11,000 lane width in the lane here. You can see here that was 73 if you use to take this across there like that, something like that. Now this makes it wider. If you bring it like that right there, that's a 72.6 to okay, there's a reason we have it at that, right? Okay, all right, that's about a 72 to a 59, 57. This is 57 as you go across. If you want to take it more like that, you know, you're still going to get, you know, a $10,000 to $12,000 range here. That's 72 and that's 59. That's kind of diagonal as you're going through it. 69 to 49. See that? So if you take this and you just take it across, there you go. Same thing. That's it. There's that 10,000, $9,000, $10,000, $11,000 range here from there to there. See that? It's a $9,000 to $11,000 channel in width. So anyway, we'll see what's going to happen. Now let's take a look at the what's happening right this minute here, and you see here where Bitcoin is trading at $59,942. It's trying to make its case, and I guess we're going to see. Yeah, I guess we're going to see. Talk to you a little bit about credit, you guys. If you're looking for, and by the way, don't judge a cover book by its cover. You want to go inside that book, and that's exactly what the banking algorithms, the computers, or the bankers themselves are going to look at when they look at you. They're going to take a look at what you're doing, what your bank accounts look like. So we'll show you how to take what revenue you have and seed into those accounts. And if once you set yourself up and do this correctly, the banks are going to see you as attractive. And that's the whole point, is for them to see you as attractive so that they can give you what they're trying to give you. So instead of getting these small cards, really difficult to scale a business on $5,000-$10,000 cards. What you want are 20,000, 50,000, and then credit lines and up to hundreds of thousands of dollars. I have a card in my pocket right now. This card right here is about 150,000. Now I'm not authorized to spend that, but I can if we needed to. Okay, that's what it's for. And so anyway, the it takes a strategy of learning how to put this together for yourself. And once you put this together the right way, the banks are going to give you everything you need. And then once you start learning how to take that revenue and put it in the right places, not in your checking account. Cash is trash. Now, they love it when you do stuff like that, because they're going to take that money and they're going to loan it out, and they're going to make more on you. But there's no way they can give you more if you leave cash. If you're running all your money and leaving all your money and paying all your bills out of your checking account, the banks aren't going to give you large lines of credit. And you may do fine. You may decide, hey, I want to be a one-man band, or I may want to have 2 or 3 people work for me, and I want to stay small forever because I like it that way, and I don't want to do hundreds of thousands and millions of dollars. Then you can keep doing it that way if it works for you. But if you're trying to scale a business and you're trying to get somewhere, you'll never do it by leaving cash in your bank account. It comes with knowing exactly where to put your cash. And usually that's always into your credit lines, whether it's your credit cards and I had a guy tell me, how do you can't transfer money into no, dummy. Just like you make your monthly payment on the card, you would take your entire amount of money that you want to put into it. Let's say it's your whole check. Let's say you get paid $5,000 a month. You take $5,000 and you pay it on that credit card. And then you borrow back from your credit card. How do I borrow it back? The same way that you do every day, by using it. When you buy gas, use the card. When you buy groceries, use the card. When you pay for your insurance, use the card. When you're paying for anything, use the card. You don't have to tell people, can I pay with my credit card? Just use it. People will put restrictions on you if you ask them, because they're stupid and they don't know that you can't use your card. The same way you use your debit card, you use your credit cards. Oh my, hallelujah. Thank you, baby Jesus. Anybody can do this. All right, I'm out of here. See you later. God bless you. Stop recording. All right, there you go. We had fun. I'll see you here in a little bit.